Hi everyone. Are you a mom that struggles with self-compassion? That is super common for moms going through a difficult season, and today I want to touch on that. So for those of you that are new here to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris, and I'm a mom who walked a difficult road with my own daughter for over a decade. And when her life spiraled, so did mine. And I can promise you, self-compassion is not something I had for myself, that looking back, that would be a really good piece of advice that I wish I would have had. And so for you today, let's talk about that. So how many of you struggle with self-compassion? Most of us do. We're always so busy focusing on everyone else and focusing on making sure other people have what they need that we forget ourselves. And a lot of that kind of is like an umbrella over self-care, right? Well, self-compassion definitely is at the top of the list under that umbrella of self-care. And it's really a matter of cultivating it, because I don't think it comes naturally for us moms, because we have spent most of our life so busy focusing on our kids, and then now walking through this difficult season where you're either struggling with the relationship, struggling to accept where they are currently at in their life, or maybe you're fully estranged. But regardless of where you fall in that realm, I really want to encourage you to take a look at self-compassion and make it a priority. You know, when we talk about self-care, we talk about taking care of ourselves and practicing self-kindness, and just really around anything that is any strategy that works best for you, that is going to give you some peace, that is going to allow you to have some peaceful moments in your life, whether it's removing yourself from your situation and going somewhere, which always helps, different view, right? But also, you know, there's the self-care practices. A lot of people do massage. A lot of people do, meditation or stretching, prayer, all of these things where you can just kind of get outside yourself for a little bit, where you can take care of you. And really that's self-care practice, right? So as far as cultivating that self-compassion, you know, the biggest thing there is, I think that a lot of moms that I work with, we need to embrace our imperfections. We need to embrace the fact that we're not perfect, and we need to let go of self-criticism. The self-criticism is affecting your self-esteem. It's affecting your mental well-being. It's affecting all of that. And when you think about it, how could it not, right? When you are telling yourself certain thoughts day in, day out, and you're criticizing yourself, and you're taking all the guilt and regret and all the things that you may be feeling right now, and you are basically bashing yourself. And I want to ask you a question is, would you be doing that to someone else? Would your best friend who came to you and said, this is how I speak to myself. I have no compassion for myself because I did X, Y, Z, and I have regret for this, that, and the other thing, and I can't get out of my own head. So the whole practice of self-criticism, the practice of self-compassion begins when we stop criticizing ourselves. And it's a process, because that negative self-talk, it can drive you crazy, right? I mean, we have to challenge those unrealistic expectations that we have of ourselves. You know, so many times we put expectations on our kids, and we put expectations on our spouse, and we do this and that and the other thing. But at the same time, what about us, right? You have to realize that you have unrealistic expectations of this perfection that is not realistic. Okay. So that's one way to really foster self-compassion, because in the face of, you know, whether it's a mistake or a perceived failure, and maybe you're blaming yourself solely for what is going on with your adult child, I can promise you, I may not know you, but I can promise you that this is not all your fault. Okay? Does that mean that we don't have any responsibility in what has happened? Of course not, right? Of course we have some responsibility. We all do. We all play a part. In any relationship, there's two people. And both people play a part, right? In one way or another. But that does not mean that you should lack self-compassion for yourself. So I just want to get you thinking today. I want you to think about that. I want you to practice self-kindness and understanding for yourself as if you were talking with a friend. Like I mentioned, if your friend was coming to you and saying that they were having all these negative thoughts constantly and challenging themselves and not being able to function in life, what would you tell them, right? So for those of you that I've never chatted with before and you're interested in a discovery call, which is a consultation, it's not a coaching call. It's an opportunity for me to learn more about what's going on with your situation, but then for me to be able to make a recommendation for you on how I can help, whether that be through one-on-one coaching, group coaching, whatever I feel, for your specific situation. It's not a cookie cutter approach. It's not a one size fits all. And so if you're interested in that, you can click the discovery call link below. I also have a series of workshops this summer that's super exciting, my summer series workshop. If you're interested in those, you can click the link below for those as well, and get more information. But I want you to just remember that you need to have a supportive community around you. This is not something, even self-compassion is not something you need to do alone. I really fully believe that moms who are in community, whether it's my community or a different community, you need people around you that have been through this situation, that are going through this situation, that can lift you up on the hard days and that you can lift up on other days, right? And so it's a give and take, and some type of a support group, an online community in your, something in your area, if there's a group, whatever it is, I want to encourage you that you are not meant to do this alone. And I strongly advise that you don't. I did that for way too many years, and I don't want to see you do that. So I hope that helps, and I'll see you next time.